Hey, how's it going? Hi, guys. All right, it looks like we are here. We are live on both Facebook and Instagram. So awesome. I am still honestly recovering from yesterday. So, yesterday, my 16-year-old son, Kyle, had a little very minor surgery. He had this, we thought it was a bunion, but it was just like a bone growth on his foot and it had to be cut off. If you're joining me here live, say hey, glad to have you. So he had to have this surgery, and so this like it was just an extra piece of bone that was on his foot that had to be kind of shaved down. And so we got up early yesterday morning. We drove out to Riverside, which is about an hour away. Um, and he did this whole procedure while I waited in the car because of COVID, right? And and then we were on our merry way home and whatever. It just kind of took a lot out of me. And one thing that I realized is, even though it was minor, I feel like as a mom, it just also emotionally was like it took a lot out of me emotionally, which I didn't expect. I mean, I know it was a minor surgery, not that big of a deal, and yet um it was stressful for me to just like say goodbye to my little big boy, my little boy. He's like 6'5", but he's my little boy. And to have this whole procedure done, and so far recovery is going good, all good. The procedure went well. But anyways, all that to say, this morning when it was time for me to get up and start my morning and do my morning routine, I was so tired and I laid there. I usually get up around 6 and I laid there and I was like, I just do not want to get up right now. I'm going to just stay in bed a little bit longer and, just honor that need for sleep. And I do think that's important, right? So I laid there for a while. My kids usually get up, the boys that I need to get out the door need to get up around 7 and I need to make sure they have breakfast and all that stuff. So I thought I could just lay here till 7, just enjoy my morning sleep, get all the rest. And then I remembered something that actually is something that I said recently on a podcast I was guesting on. We were talking about morning routine. And I said, even just giving yourself those 10 minutes in the morning makes a difference. And so I had myself get up at 6:50 and I did a really condensed morning routine. And okay, so Daily Adventures is saying with a 4-month-old, I have to get up at 6:30 and I wish I would just get up at 6. Okay, stay with me because I want to talk about that. This idea, like for me, I have this hour to hour and a half like ideal morning routine. And I usually at least get an hour, right? And I do all these things and it's amazing and I start the day in this awesome way. And yet what happens is if we think like only a half an hour or only 10 minutes doesn't matter, sometimes we write it off and we're like, "Oh, it's only 10 minutes is not going to do anything for me." So while I was laying in bed thinking, okay, I want sleep, but if I were just to get up at 6:50, what could I do? I thought about, okay, I'm going to do 5 minutes of yoga. I'm going to do a minute of reading my scriptures, a minute of writing. I'm going to pray. I'm going to still do all these things, but I'm going to do them in 10 minutes. And when I had that thought laying in bed and when I processed through what that would do for my day, I suddenly was excited to get out of bed, knowing that I would just have those 10 minutes. And it made getting out of bed worth it. Now, granted, because I was tired, it still wasn't worth it to get up a whole hour earlier, but it made it worth it to me. And like all of a sudden, I'm excited to get up and I'm going to have this amazing morning routine. And I'll tell you, it started my day so much better because when we wait until our kids get up and we're just like exhausted and they're waking us up and we're doing all the things for them, we're constantly in this reactive state and we're reacting with them and we don't feel the same level of excitement and that get that filling our cup that we can get when we're doing things for ourselves. So that in particular, what I've been talking about is morning routine, right? Is the idea of morning routine. But here's the thing, that concept can apply to any task in your life. So how often do you have this thing you know you need to do, whether it's to you have a goal you want to work on, you want to write a book or you want to run a marathon, and it's become so big in your mind, just like my morning routine felt to me this morning. It felt so big, and it feels like, oh my gosh, that's just too much, I can't do this, I'll just stay in bed. Or in your case, maybe it's to go run a marathon. I'm just not going to go run, I'm going to sit here and watch TV instead because it's too much. So if you want to get stuff done, the key is to break your tasks down into the smallest little piece. And when you do that, it's amazing the momentum that builds. Like all of a sudden, I'm out of bed, I'm doing yoga, I'm having a great day. All of a sudden, your running shoes are on, and you just like, okay, all I'm gonna do is run around the block. That's my task, that's what I'm gonna accomplish. When you run around the block, you might feel so good that you might just keep on going. Or guess what? You might not, and that's okay too. And that's an amazing thing to let yourself know. When you break those tasks down, it's going to get rid of some of the mental clutter. So, what you want to do, if there's something that you want to get done, and let's stick with this running analogy, if there's something you want to get done, don't say, I want to run 5 miles today. That's what I want to do. Say, I want to put on my running shoes today and get outside. And that, like, feel that for a second. Like, how does that feel? That feels so doable. Oh, I can totally do that. I can go and do that. When those tasks are manageable, you're going to go out and do, you're going to make progress. And that's an amazing feeling. And before you know it, you'll have been running day after day after day. You'll have been making progress, and you'll accomplish that marathon or whatever that goal is for you. So I hope this is helpful. I want you to look at your day. Like, what do I need to do today, and what am I putting off? Have I made that task too big? And if I have, how can I break that down into something simpler so that I can just start? I can just start to get that thing done. So I hope that that's helpful. Let me know what you're going to apply this to. What's the application for you? And what task do you need to break down in your mind? If you need help with breaking down your tasks, with figuring out how to organize your day, that is what I do. I have coaching spots available now, both for group coaching and individual coaching. So hop on a call with me, schedule a call, let's talk and see if coaching is a good fit. I would love to connect. The link is in my bio, or you can always just reach out and message me, and we'll chat soon. Have a great day, guys. Bye. I'm still live here on Facebook. I don't know how to end this. Here we go.